Hello YouTube. So I just decided I was going to upload some gameplay of me playing against each of the meta leaders. Have a video for each dedicated leader. Um so these I'm just showing 3 games today. This is gonna be the Enel episode, as the title would say. I'm just gonna show like 3 games and talk about these games are already played, of course. I'm just doing post commentary. I don't remember a lot of them because I've just been playing ranked over the last couple days and recording games, and then saving ones that I thought, you know, were good enough to show and explain, like show how you win. Um, Real quick, this is the list I played in pretty much all these videos. It's just the same list I've been playing the one-on-one with. And then yeah, we can just hop into it. Wanting some voice in the background. So yeah, today's the NL episode. When dice roll, go first. This is definitely a mulligan. Might speed this up a little. They're not that long actually. It's fine. Definitely insta add the Rosi. I think was that or I love you, but yeah, we want the Rosi law on curve. So I'll try to stop moving my mouse so that the bar can eventually go away. It's not really a whole lot to do early. We are starving. So I am just like when I recorded, I did just record this screen, so I'm not when I play ranked, I'm always doing something else. It's kind of why I don't really try hard rank too much. But I was like again trying to find games to show, so I was trying to focus a little bit, but I always have some other stuff open. Um, so here I'm pretty sure I do play that. I don't think I even play the Rosie. Yeah, mainly because like we just bottomed a whole bunch of laws and we have a whole bunch in hand. We're definitely considering Sokka or Borsa. You need as many Borsalinos in this matchup as you can get though, and then honestly still a risky Rosie on my part, but just because I saw 0 in that search, I decided to risk it. Um, Mainly because we're gonna want another Rosie Law or Chump Blocker soon. I think I just take this here. I think there's a world where you could Mama 2K, but you kind of want Mamas in this matchup. So I definitely decided to just take. I think I've done this a few times against No, and it's probably just bad, but like I think I should have just Mama 2K'd the 7, and then I could take the 5. Again, I wasn't playing perfect by any means, but I think that would have been a better line. We find Osaka. Probably just 1K this with the Rosie, and then we have Ripplaw live, and I see Enels, of course. Now we get to decide if we want to threaten Ripplaw by swinging 5 at his life. Again, I don't remember how this game went or anything. It's not the longest of games. Draw Gamma. And he just doesn't swing. I get it. He also ends at 6, so I'm pretty sure we just play Rosie Law here. Like leader effect, play Rosie Law. And pass. Could swing 5 and threaten a Law. You'll also have Borsellino options, but if Rosie Law gets to draw a card, I think we probably want to do that. And again, these like the rank did just reset, so the quality might not be the highest, but it didn't seem egregious by any means. And also like in regionals, you're gonna play a lot of random skill levels, and no matter what quality you're playing against, the same like tactics apply. Pretty sure this is just a free block. I guess you could see 1k in this, but I'm pretty sure you should just free block this. Okay. I chose not to. Don't really know why I was scared to free block it. That might have been a misplay on my part. Again, I'm most likely doing stuff on the other monitor while I play all these games. And he just passes. Yeah, again, we just wasted a card there basically. We win 5, just threatening Riplaw. If he takes, we probably just, yeah, we probably just Bourse a Riplaw. Okay, he counters, and then I just go A8, basically forcing it, because why not? Kind of ends it in the same spot. We get to kind of progress the game, though. I don't think there's a point in lowering our Dawn. We want to make sure we go to 10 next turn, so just play the Law for 4. We don't have any Dawn to float. Could bluff so slow, but it's just, like, unnecessary. Yeah, just let it die when it's already rested like that in the 3k. Sorry, I understand this isn't going to be the highest quality. This is mainly a teaching video. Obviously, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't try to be like entertaining per se or whatever. I think this is just leader effect for sure. Like every time. And he does it again? Question mark. There's just not a whole lot to say. We played Rosi Law on 5, you know, we drew. Then we played Rosi Law on 7 because it drew again. That's obviously not going to happen normally, but if it does, you want to get the draw. I assume I let this die here. Don't really care about the 5k. And then we want to make sure we have enough cards to save our Rosi if he does Mama the Borsa. So this is like, he either has Thor or he's digging for Thor. This is really weird. If he doesn't have Thor, which he just doesn't. Like that should just, all that Dawn should just be unholy, most likely. Then he swings this. I assume I chunk block. Now it's definitely a Sokka. Kill the blocker now. Activate stage, just cycle. Get rid of the Rosi for sure here. Sokka effect. And then we have 4 Dawn, 3 to attach. I think I'll probably go 8 at the dog and then 2 at home. It's just like the obvious play here. We're just controlling the board. He saves the dog, so he's kind of saying he wants to just go for lethal. Which is like, I guess if his hand was that, like nothing in hand, it kind of makes sense. He just played it a little too slow. But the reason he played it slow is because if he rested his board, it was just going to die, right? So that's kind of the dilemma you put them in. They either don't rest their board or their board gets cleared. You know, it's like, either way, it's really fine. Just take, because like now he's not threatening double attack. Gamma. And if anytime he gammas a body, it's basically dead. If it's a standing Rosi Law, a lot of the time I'll save it and make him use another resource to clear it. But anytime they do it, they basically do have the other answer. But I'll still save it if you're standing and make them use the other answer, right? You need to make them run out of all that eventually. Wouldn't be surprised if I add Rosie Law here, but I could also just see 2K. That's Sokka. Now we have Sokka Mama. So all we were really looking for off of the stage. Now we get to play Rosie Law as well. We get the stage, cycle, do other Sokka, leader effect, play for 4. We can just win 5. He has 1 card in hand. And we kill the dog, and we kill the Ohm. And now the game's just over, right? I'm pretty sure he probably concedes here. Has 10 seconds left. Yeah. So I mean, if they run out of 6 costs of Steam like that, it's just over. Obviously, I think there's probably some things he could do better, but again, you're not gonna run into perfect players all the time. I think a good Enel will just win most of the time, but you just gotta see how you can punish any misplays they do and take advantage of every situation. On to game 2 again. I don't remember most of these games. We lost that. We won dice roll again. We go first. I'm keeping because you don't really play for Promo Law in this matchup, and we have 3 searchers for Rosie Law and Sakamama. The hand's really good. We're just missing like some counter basically, but we can definitely find that. We have our curve at the very least. They pretty much always minus on 2, so basically never gonna play Promo Law. I think, funny enough though, in this 3rd game I might have played it. I don't remember. We'll see when we get there. Could have added a second Rosie Law, but just having we have another Navy Searcher, which is the main reason I didn't. And we still needed a 2K Law in rotation for our I Love You later. So prioritize the heal Law there. We have a Navy Searcher still to find another play for later. I think a lot of the times I do like countering this first leader swing. Mainly if they can still threaten Riplaw though, but I don't know how many people are actually on Riplaw right now. But it also is in case they go 7, so I don't take the 2 quite so fast. Says all the ones. It is annoying when they have infinite ones like this, because then they just get the leader effect, swing them for free, and it doesn't feel like you're doing anything. You're just claiming a body that they were probably going to play over anyway. So this just means he's trying to find something still for next turn. You can see he's being very conscious of how much Dawn he ends at, which is good to see. I do get greedy and cycle like counter with Mama when I can. Probably a little bit too much. I think it was probably a mistake to counter with Mama there. And then he ended on 3, so because my Rosie Law is not going to draw anyway, I decided to just Riplaw him. I think definitely add Borsa. Need as many Borsas in this matchup. But yeah, I definitely get too greedy with like a free counter with Mama sometimes, where sometimes like I end up missing it when they play the Enel, right? I did rip an Enel there, I think, if I saw that correctly, which is really good for me. And then they ended up not playing one, so that seems like it kind of just might have won me the game, to be honest. The easiest way to win this matchup is they just don't see Enel, you know, and then they definitely like can't win if they don't see Enel, unless they draw like infinite removal. And I mean infinite, like they need like 3-4 pinks plus all the combo pieces. here. I think I just let it die. He didn't play Enel, so we don't even need the body per se. And I don't really want to take life for free like that. Again, giving a 2k. Okay. And he's just being annoying to end it at 4 and clearing another body. He ends at 4 this time though, and we do have stage, so I think we do get to make our Rosi Law live here. Maybe should have just swung 7 with leader at the Ohm, so we didn't have to put our Kobe sideways. And if he blocks 1 for it, then we can swing 2 at it. That probably would have been more ideal. So I think that's a misplay on my part, but still not the end of the world because again, they don't have a Enel. They need to clear this Rosi Law to try to keep tempo here. Okay, they have it. They have the clear. Again, if he Thors here, I'm definitely gonna save it. Once they Mama is dead, it'll just die to the 2. There's too many 2s to defend that. Now we get to see what all he wants to swing here. And looking at my hand and what's occurring, I think I probably just play Rosi Law for 6 next turn. Because even if we Saka Mama this Reiju, he has Frankie to block 1k for it. Mainly because we let our Kobe die from that misplay earlier. Other option is like swing 8 at a weenie and play Rosi Law with leader effect. But I think you just play it for 6 and pass because you don't get the draw or the Dawn either way. This way we get to go to 9 Dawn next turn. And clearing one of these weenies when they have 3 of them like this doesn't really do anything. So like as I said in the other video, once you get to the past the mid game, you're trying to and you want to have all your Dawn, right? You don't want to just throw your Dawn away. You're not getting your effects anyway. Just accept it. I played a 6/8 blocker, for 6. That's fair. It's not even bad. It's just not as broken as it usually would be. Here we have to look at what he does. Once he plays a no, at the very least, we know a Rosi Law is like almost definitely sticking. I think you definitely could block this. But I think it's also fair to counter. If goes 10. Once he... This 9 you either take or you block 2. The argument for block 2ing is it entices the Reiju swing. And then that means you can Saka Mama the Enel and you won't have any blockers to protect it. Which is like the main argument. But then you have to like make sure you don't die on the crackback. Because we'd be at 1 with not the most counter in hand. Kind of curious what I decided to do. I kind of lean towards block 2 right now. But I think it's fine, like, in fair either way. Technically, you can do it after the Reiju swing. Like, okay. So, I think he definitely swings to Reiju now, but we'll see. Maybe he decides to hold it just to be safe for the Enel. It's another game of knife, which is never good for us, of course. He does hold it. We definitely Saka Mama this. If I had to guess, we probably swing 8 to start and see what he wants to do. The good news is we got to stay at 2. So I think if this was, I think he should have swung Reiji for sure. If he's not even going to make an attempt to save the Enel. Okay. I think I wanted to just play this blocker to be a little bit safer. Because now that we have 2 8Ks on board against no Enels, it's kind of much easier to stabilize, is the main thought process. And even though we could swing 8 at Frankie and like decent chance it dies, there's always a world where he like blocks with Reiju and saves it, and then like even if he doesn't go for game, he'll get a bunch of cards out of hand or put us in a really bad spot. Just for us to get like 2 cards out of his hand. Where now we can like just play the longer game when we basically are gonna gain control of the board. Obviously, quote unquote, gain control of the board because we still know he has Gamma. It is on Sokka. And then this law is probably dead. We just defended it because it's like defending our life, right? Just fundamental things. Swings at the law. I don't even think you leader effect for it. It's not worth it. He might just end on like no board here. Like nothing sideways, I mean. He might just pass. They like to do this a lot when you starve them. It is annoying for me, but it also gives me a lot of time. We definitely Borsa stage, and we find promo. You can see I was considering like just trying to make sure there's no world where we can leader effect and get the Dawn back. Because again, I'm trying to get the 10 Dawn next turn. I want every Dawn I can possibly have. But yeah, the promo law there is a really good top deck to let us play 2 bodies this turn. And then in this board state, we kind of want to take the 2 just so we can Borsa again, but we also want to make him turn his board. So we're probably going to take most free blocks that we can get. If he swings 7, I think it's like you could just insta take, but I think I like just free blocking with Rosi right away. Okay, and he does this so you don't get the free block. And now I definitely just take. Makes some sense. Now he has to find another way to get the Dawn off his leader though. Yeah, so if you're gonna do, when you do stuff like this, you are just like slowly losing your board and hoping I have no way to heal. I think I just went 7 with leader, right? Yeah. 7 with leader, probably activate stage. Okay, Kobe's fine. Add another Borsa for sure. Definitely cycle stage. Departure, I think any of the 1Ks outside of Borsa are fine there. We're still holding on to Sokka. We have departure, so it's not necessarily a brick. We can cycle it later. This is the war. Like if we draw Mama here, we'd want the Sokka for sure. Like I said, free block when we can. Try to force him to turn his board. I think you could block 1. Maybe even just block and let it die, to be honest, but okay. I think this spot you probably Sokka the Enel. Hope to draw Mama, but even if you don't, just lower the Enel. Get rid of Departure or another Sokka. I think either of those would be fine to get rid of in that spot. Let me just pass. We're still playing it a little slow. We're not in a huge rush. If he has another Enel, I think it is awkward for us. But I don't think it is like a we lose the game on the spot type of thing. Because we've like kind of stabilized, right? He's just biding his time trying to rebuild his board with Enels. Because these forecasts don't really do anything. If last turn's any indicator, he's fine to turn 1 and lose 1 body. We're gonna free block again for sure. Swings 9. We're probably just gonna chunk block because our board is full. Should probably block with Borsa. I don't know why I blocked with that. Unless we don't have one in trash and like there's an argument we could try to get it back off of trash. Which is like reasonable, I suppose. Swing 5, he's definitely just gonna let it die. I think it's a Borsa angle and we want to save the Sokka for when he puts one of these Enel sideways next turn. We also like don't even necessarily want to stage here. I think I don't remember what's on top, but I think at the time I did. I think at the time I remembered what was on top and not wanting to cycle. But I don't know if that's actually accurate because I said these games were a few days ago. I'm just trying to collect my memory. But yeah, I'm going through. I think there's a Borsa on top. Or close. Or slow. I can't remember exactly, like I said. But yeah, basically we play Borsa, have I love yous. We want Sokka for when these Enels go sideways. We just take. I think we could free block that, but I don't hate just taking. I suppose we definitely free block this one. And now we see what he wants to do. Just gonna swing everything. I'm pretty sure he swings both of these turns as well. Starting with 11 and then going turns is interesting, but I don't think it really would have made a difference. I think I'll just go triple I love you here, just so I don't have to leave up Dawn next turn. I'll just add. I think I definitely add 2 2Ks, and then you have to like think on what the third I love you is. But it might just be like 3 2Ks. I think that's what I ended up doing, and I think that's probably correct. I think there's an argument for a law blocker, but technically our board's already going to be full. Yeah, I remember what I did here. Okay, so we're at 0, which is awkward, but we have 4 blockers and his board is sideways. We just Sokka this Enel. I think I ended up swinging 5. I think he should protect this 5 if he can. But he doesn't, so then I just... And yeah, there was a Borsa coming up, I guess. Wasn't quite that card, but it was the one after. I think I just go 12 at this Enel. And then float 3 blockers. And I think it's like... very okay for me now. Like, we officially, like... We kind of stabilized earlier, but now we officially stabilized. And I think we were mainly allowed to do that because the Enel died for 5. I think he's supposed to give a card for it. He started 7. I just insta-block because I have a full board. And I'm not actually scared of dying. So I wanted to free up my board for Borsalino again. And then make him turn another body. We're definitely blocking 10 as well. Swing 6 at the pink. And this is one of those games where in real life you'd have to be kind of cautious of time. Like this, it might not work to play it like this in real life. I think I definitely play Rosi Law here. I think I was supposed to get an active Dawn with Sokka first. Yeah, probably. I was just not thinking, but I should have one active Dawn here. But it doesn't necessarily matter. But yeah, we should have gotten an active Dawn with Sokka first. But yeah, I think the game plan here is 100% to deck him out. It's just that in like real life, this might not work just because of time. You just have to be cautious of that. But if it doesn't because of time, you just start swinging probably this turn with at least Sokka, maybe even the Rosi Law, then float 3 blockers. Even with time not being a factor, assuming you weren't already in overtime, basically, you you would have swung any turn before this turn. But if you're concerned on time, you probably swing this turn. I think I just block, let it die again, because again, full board. I'm out of Borsas, but I do have a Heal Law and Trash. That 5 makes no sense, but I guess he's just winning everything. And again, if I had Dawn up here, I love you, add Heal Law back, and the game is 100% over. So that's on me. Oh yeah. And then he was going to Lightning the Rosie Law, and he realized he couldn't. Or he decks out, to me just passing. Yeah, so to be fair, maybe if they're that close to decking out, you can still just deck them out, but just things to keep in mind. That's the turn I just passed. My last turn was the turn you start turning if overtime is an issue. And decking out's not an option. But decking out is a real win con, as I've said before in this matchup. And yeah, again, I don't even know. I think that guy turned his board in not the most optimal way. But again, you gotta punish misplays. That's how you win One Piece. And then we have another game. We actually lost dice roll this game. Mulligan that hand. I think part of me was debating adding 2K Law, but we definitely add promo. Put the departure to the top. I put departures to the top over mamas just because there's less departures in the deck than there are mamas. It's not like too straightforward. Just try to remember where you stack it. Swings 8 we definitely take. I'm down to threaten Riplaw here because I have it. And if he like counters for it, I'll just play promo. And if he takes, I Riplaw. And I don't actually care that I lowered my Dawn in this instance because it means I get to play Rosie Law for and be at 4 Dawn next turn, so I'll most likely get the draw off of it. Why is the bar not going away? Go away. Yo, the bar's actually not disappearing. The fuck? Okay, there we go. Alright, so he rests it, he stuns it. We saw this in the other game. They swing 6 at 4, just let it die. It's not worth taking the life for it. I think we 2K this. Just passes. It's definitely like 5 at stage, leader effect, Rosie Law. Probably have to add Borsa here, just because there's 2 in that search, and we need as many as we can. We're hoping to find like another good play though, for sure, off of something. I think we're playing this just to try and find a Rosie Law to have good plays for next turn. Yeah, this hand is awkward. We don't really have any cards we want to counter with. Luckily with his board, that shouldn't be the biggest deal. We do insta save it. I think that puts me in a really awkward spot though, just because of our hand. But also like, he's gonna swing into it, and then he probably turns Enel just cause. we'll have no board for it, even if we sock it. Yeah, and our hand just flooded. The good news here is I definitely don't sock it here. Um, it's not even that bad because it'd be at 4. He has 3 cards in hand, but I'd rather have a little bit of a board and stabilize a little bit. So we just Borsa, Leader Effect, Promo Law. And the good news is we actually get the Dawn back. But I also think we should have staged. One, because we're hella bricked, and I don't think 8 and 9 is a big difference between last turn. But 2, we're trying to get the Mama to draw a card, because we probably need to counter with Mama with this hand. So I think slight misplay there. We could have got one of these bricks out of our hand and made Mama live to draw. I think it was 100% the play. But I think once he does this, what are we gonna? We're just gonna block 1. Or are we taking? We're just taking. Okay. I think if Mama's live, I block 1 with Borsalino there. And then we're just in a better spot. Does this. Definitely just block. And then like it kind of looks dire, like how do we come back into this game, right? But it's still like he has no cards in hand. And his board isn't that bad. It's only got 1 Enel on it. So it's still like able to be stabilized. But we could have been in an even better spot if we played a little better. I think it's probably just 7 at dog and then do the same thing. Borsa promo. Just trying to build a board of blockers and not die. Just trying to filter bricks from my hand like we should have done last turn. Because now we still don't get the draw from Mama. Good news is he doesn't have the nuts. Like if he had ways for all of our board here, like obviously we just lose. But that's the whole point of starving them, right? Just make them draw everything they want. He does have Lightning Mama. Already doing leader effect though is good for me. Gonna go 4 at 4 probably. I'll just go in 6 at 4. Okay. I think I just let it die. Again, like it's lower than 5k. Why am I giving cards for it? Probably block 2 for sure. He swings a nail here. Once he swings a nail here, this is kind of our point to try and turn the game, I think. This is an interesting question though. I think it's just bad for him to do, but I actually need to think. I decided to take. I think the only way taking is like really bad is if he has the stun. If he doesn't have the stun, then it's like fine, I guess. We get to suck at that, Mama the Law. Just keep filtering bricks. I think I go 5 at 4. Like I want to clear this while being able to play promo and float. I love you. If he defends it, we're gonna swing 6 at it, obviously. Now I think I am down to go 6 at the 5. Again, I'm not too worried about dying. We actually have a decent amount of counter now, and we're gonna have 2 blockers. If he saves it, I don't know if I swing the Boysa if he saves it. To be honest, I still probably float 2 blockers. Just because we are in a spot where we're kind of stabilized, we need to just make sure we don't die next turn. But swinging 1, we're pretty comfortable on living, even if we swing 1. The swinging 2 is where it gets sketchy. Departure. Get rid of the Sokka. They always get rid of the Sokka. Like, it makes sense, for sure. But at the same time, like, he probably just has to get rid of a blocker here and try to kill me. Or set up lethal soon. So, don't know. I think we're going to be asked the important question here of whether or not... You know what? Maybe not. Maybe he doesn't. If he just started 7, we're asked a weird question of, are we allowed to block 2? Because then we could get Mama, like, Ohm Swain plus Mama onto our other blocker. I think once he does this... Yeah, I'm checking his grave for Mamas. I think I probably decide it's just not worth it. And I love you. Out of 2K, give the Kobe. Am I that greedy? I might be that greedy. Don't even give the I love you. I think the reason I didn't give the I love you here is because I still wasn't sure what exactly I wanted. I think we're looking for our 4th Borsa. Or I say 4th, we've played 2, I think, but we bottomed 1. But yeah, we're just looking for another Borsa here. How much Don is he at? He's at 5 Don. We can technically make Rosie Law live with Mama, but him countering this was very weird as well. I think I was debating whether I swing the rest of my board and like actually set up lethal. But yeah, the reason I didn't I love you there, I think, was because I wanted to see if I needed the counter, or if I wanted to get back like a heal law or any other blocker law. Like I didn't want to commit to what I want for my trash that turn. I'm curious what I do here. I think I probably swing 2 blockers here. Okay, never mind. I went for this route. Again, like I said, we can make Rosie Law live, and I guess that's what I decided to do. I don't hate it. I think we can save Borsa in this spot, and it's not the end of the world. And then we just fill all of our blockers and say, I think we mainly did this line because he counted the 5. He was scared of just getting pushed all the way down this turn, which is reasonable. But now we're just in a really good spot. I want to develop Rosie Law over Borsa when I'm allowed to do so. We just add a 2K for sure now. When I'm allowed to do so, just because it makes blocking without losing resources easier, right? I can Borsa next turn. I want to be able to block his swings this turn without actually losing that many resources, including my board. He does Thor. Again, that's fine. He used every card in his hand. We just get to block 2. We might, I love you, get back Rosie Law here. Yeah, I think that's what we end up doing, right? For sure. Mainly because we have the Rush Law in hand, I think. So we go 6 at it. Then he ends at 6 Dawn again, so we actually get to make Rosie Law live. 6, and then we just decide how much we can swing. I think we're swinging at least these 2 laws. And then we have to debate on Borsa. But we have enough counter, we probably can swing Borsa. But he's also like dead next turn for sure, so we probably don't have to swing Borsa, right? It's kind of like fine either way. Pitch Departure, gain a life, play Rosie Law. I think if you don't draw stage there, you don't get the Dawn. Just to keep Mom alive, because why not? To be safe. But once I get stage, I can get the Dawn, play stage, and then cycle if I really want to go back down to 6. Add Borsa. It's like we're just never losing this game now, right? We've fully stabilized for sure. And I'm just debating if I really want to make mom alive, and I decided why not. We're winning as long as we don't die this turn. So just make all the insurance. Again, sorry it's not the most professional video. I just was trying to get something out. Um, just to help all the people asking. Also, sorry I didn't get as many out as I would have liked to before Germany. I'm hoping to at least get all of them out before Virginia. I mean, it's all formalities at this point. I could skip forward, but we'll keep letting it play out. Like, I don't even have to kill him next turn. Like, it's fine. I can just play a Boysa, clear his board, play whatever goes sideways. Which I think is what I do, to be honest. I think he goes 70. I think I just like block Mama. Eight at life, eight at Borsa. You could honestly counter for it and go for game probably, but again, I'm just gonna play it one more turn because why not? Eight at this, it dies. Two at Ohm. I think I go 7 life with leader. Play Borsa, float one, and 2 blockers pass. Oh wait, he actually blocked ones this, so yeah, I remember. This game I actually played today. He blocked one, so I go 6 because why not? He has 1 body. I have 2 life and counter and blocker and shit. So yeah, just so I hope this like kind of showed like the game plan. Again, all these Enels, they're not the perfect player. The matchup is still bad, but like if you're better than your opponent, you can definitely still win. Like honestly, I sit down against Enel, and there are very few Enels where I don't think I'm gonna win. There are definitely some out there though, but just dodge them. Um, I don't know. I'm skipping forward at this point. It's all formalities, obviously. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope that helped. As always, if you have questions, leave it in the comments. I'm trying to get one of these videos out for each leader, like I said. So this is Enel. I have the games recorded already for Nami and Goofy, so I'll try to upload those as well. Um, Teach and Yamato, I only have like 1 game of each because I haven't seen that many of them on the ladder. And then the mirror, I've also only seen 1 mirror on the ladder, and I just forgot to record, so that's my bad. um, so I'll like I said, I'm trying to get these out, trying to just show basic gameplay into each leader, how I like to approach the matchup. Obviously, these are going to be more so. I'm not against uploading losses in these. We'll see if I do or not. I'm not sure. But I am also trying to show you how to win the matchup. So that's why a lot of these, if not all, going to be me winning. Um, and even if your opponent misplays, I'm just trying to show like the thought process and the lines and the general game plan. So, alright, peace.